Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to say thank you to you and your staff for working in partnership with us on this hearing, and I wish that Senator Markey was still here. He and I have been on this issue since we were each in the House and working on privacy, big tech accountability. So this is the type hearing that has been a long time coming. And this is truly an important conversation for us to be having, to continue, and to be bringing our findings forward so that the public is aware. There are a lot of moms, security moms I call them, that are very concerned about what they see happening in the virtual space. 2019, CDC released some data, and adding to what you were talking about, I think this is important. In 2019, the CDC data showed that 20% of our American high school students seriously considered attempting suicide. 40% reported experiencing sadness, hopelessness. Now, our children who have lived through COVID, school closings, and more upheaval in their lives than ever before deserve better than this. Yet, where are the findings about the social interaction and relationship that they so desperately need? Where they are finding this is on social media, on sites like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. And now we know that at least one of these sites, Facebook, knows that its services are actively harming young children. They know this. How did they know this? Because they did their own research, as Chairman Blumenthal just said. In 2019 and 2020, Facebook's in-house analysts performed a series of deep dives into teen use of Instagram, and it revealed, and I'm quoting from the report, aspects of Instagram exacerbate each other to create a perfect storm. And that perfect storm manifests itself in the minds of teenagers in the form of intense social pressure, addiction, body image issues, eating disorders, anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts. But it gets even worse than this, because Facebook, despite touting their compliance with COPPA, was scheming to bring even younger users into their field. Instagram announced this week that it is temporarily shelving their plans for Instagram Kids. But until this week, they were moving forward with this, trying to bring younger children onto their platforms. Yet at the same time that we're learning this, the Wall Street Journal reported how Facebook tried to use play dates, that is right, play dates, to attract more children to its Messenger Kids service. In fact, Facebook is fully aware that underage children are using their platforms. Not only that, but they encourage older teen siblings to recruit their younger siblings and are actually devising marketing plans to help kids and teens, get this, create secondary or anonymous accounts that they can hide from their parents. And they perform market research on kids as young as 8 years old, so they can learn how to recruit them to their sites. Facebook is also aware of other types of harmful content on their sites. In fact, a report shows how Facebook knew about content devoted to coercing women into domestic servitude. Yet, they chose to do nothing to stop it until Apple threatened to pull Facebook from the App Store. That's correct. It took Apple standing up to get them to stop this. In fact, this seems to be a recurring theme with this company. Do everything and anything to mold the world into your own image your own profit without any regard for any harm that is going to be done because your focus is on your pocketbook. Adam Mosseri, CEO of Instagram, continues to double down on youth marketing. He said on the Today Show earlier this week, when asked about Instagram Kids, and I'm quoting him, "I firmly believe it's a good idea. As a father, the most important thing to me is the safety of my children," end quote. Well, Mr. Mosseri, I am a mother and I'm a grandmother, and I really beg to differ with you. In fact, I would imagine that most of the chief mamas at their own households would disagree with you. I think they would vehemently disagree with you. They don't want their kids going on platforms like Instagram, even if you assure us that it will be safe for tweens. As the chairman said, you've lost the trust, and we do not trust you with influencing our children, with reading in to their minds. They also don't want Facebook collecting data on their children because, call them whatever you want, tweens, teens, young adults, the bottom line is these are children. They're children. And you and Mr. Zuckerberg, both of you being parents, should understand that Facebook has both a legal and a moral obligation to forego collecting and using children's data. So, Mr. Chairman, I'm grateful for the opportunity that we have this hearing today to continue to investigate, continue to expose what is happening in the virtual space, and I am certain that we will be holding Facebook to account as other tech platforms will be held to account. Ms. Davis, I do thank you for appearing before us today, and I hope that we can have a very frank and candid conversation.